MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on. Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Cubs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Schwarber.
Line shot to first, and there's one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and I'm going to guess he won't see the kind of pitches he was seeing last night when he hit 4 home runs. That was just incredible to watch. Hit in the air out to center field. Eaton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
At the plate, Javier Baez. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First offering on its way. He's running. This one's down to third. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is. Now at the plate, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Washington.
And that misses ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple. High in the air, deep down the left field line. But this will land untouched. Hendricks. He's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I'm really excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Adam Eaton becomes out number 2 this inning. The windup and the 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Line towards center field. Eaton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
Batting 7.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Runners off for second. Lifted into center field. Eaton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Addison Russell, lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. He's a .333 hitter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, we know this manager's not putting on the hit and run sign with 2 outs. Might have just been trying to get in scoring position on his own, give his boy a chance to hit something in a gap and get an RBI, but it worked out either way, and we find ourselves first and third.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Weekly hit to third. Reined in. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian Dozier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. Bottom of the second here with no score. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He's set down. Back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Grounded up the first baseline. Adams has got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 44.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Coming to the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Kendrick is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 10th round during the 2002 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Howie Kendrick becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's Javier Baez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit.
Now batting.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
The center fielder.
Now to the plate, Albert Almora, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike called. Now the throw down is there, and he's out as he's nailed by Suzuki. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the first delivery to him on the way.
Leading up for the Nationals.
Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike.
Turner.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Schwarber, and that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 2.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Eaton.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
So we got him swinging. Adam Eaton becomes out number 2 this inning. Popped him up. Bryant waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
The second baseman.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Russell.
Stepping into the box, Addison Russell, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Russell, a 25-year-old, he was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter. The pitcher.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Adams carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Ready with the 0-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
The left fielder, number 11.
So stepping in, Ryan Zimmerman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Ryan Zimmerman becomes out number 2 this inning. Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Stepping in, Howie Kendrick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Anibal Sanchez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him to go down swinging there. Anibal Sanchez goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the inning. Ready for another shot now, Javier Baez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Settling in now, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit high and deep to right center after it is eaten. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, the center.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hit in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. First pitch of the at-bat.
Leading off for the Nationals.
Fouled off.
The center fielder, Adam.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Russell able to tuck this one in for round number 1.
Number 6, Anthony Rizzo.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Second baseman.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez.
Number 20.
He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Daniel Descalso will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Daniel Descalso.
And the runner's breaking for third. Lined into right, a base hit. Hayward ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
0-1 pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Here's Chris Bryant now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is jog back to the dugout.
Meanwhile, now the throw to the bag is there, and he is out at third base. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now. Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner fields it cleanly. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading off for Washington.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Matt Adams.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and
Now
in.
batting,
Nice
left
execution
fielder.
by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
No balls and 1 strike. Adams gets his lead at first, nobody out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a pop-up now. Bryant takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Howie.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
You know, they finally get the lead off.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that. Ready now, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Wilson Contreras.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Zimmerman is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs.
The next Cub up, Albert Almora. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almora.
First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The right fielder.
So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Eaton is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning. Juan Soto will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Contreras is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The center fielder, number 2.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. 4-0 the score tonight. Chicago